I've been writing for a long time. Like, I'm really into music. I write a lot of music and I write a lot of poems and stuff because that's just my way of expressing my emotions and stuff like that because I don't really like to talk about it. February of 2019, my grandmother passed away, and I got very angry at the church, and it's not their fault, but it wasn't necessarily something that the church did, but I was in the situation of like, well, if God exists, why do bad things happen? But you have to think, where there's light, there's going to be darkness. There's always another side that we don't see. And so it took me a while to realize that there's always something that we don't know, and we don't have to know everything. We don't have to know what's going to happen in the future. And it took me about a year and a half to realize that. And that's when I started writing. And then I'd written a couple, and I'd given them to Kenan, and I was like, if you want me to read them, I'll totally read them, that's fine. And if not, no harm done. Like, it's just, it is what it is. He's always been, I don't want to say like my biggest fan, but like, I've always given him my work to read just because I trust his opinion, but yeah. And whenever I had written this one, I had sent it to him because it was something he had said in church one day just kind of hit me really hard. And I had walked out because I was like, I just can't be there anymore. It was a song that he started singing called I Can Only Imagine, and I sang that at my great-grandmother's funeral back in May of last year. And I haven't listened to it since. And so when he started, it wasn't even in like the bulletin, it wasn't planned, it was in the table one day, and he just kind of said like, I'm gonna stop for a second and just play it on the piano. And I looked at Gracie, Hope's sister, and I was like, I can't be here, and I walked out. And I was like, you can come get me when this is over because I will not be coming back until it's over. My great-grandmother, the one I sang at the funeral for, she loved stained glass. Like, that was her biggest thing. She loved cardinals, bird feeders, and stained glass. Like, that was her jam. And so one day we were doing communion in here, and I was kneeling at the altar, and I just looked up and saw the stained glass, and I was like, I want to write it, and that's what I wrote it about. In the stillness of the sanctuary, the air thick with the scent of candles and the whispers of the faithful, I find myself drawn to the altar, my weary steps echoing through the hallowed space. The weight of the world, the burdens that have threatened to crush my spirit, have become a constant companion, a shadow that follows me wherever I go. As I kneel before the cross, the symbol of sacrifice and redemption, I feel a sense of surrender wash over me. The struggles that have consumed my thoughts, the worries that have kept me awake at night, all seem to fade into the background as they are replaced by a profound sense of trust in the divine. In this sacred moment, I relinquish my need for control, my desire to fix everything on my own, and place my trust in the hands of a higher power. The words of the hymns, the gentle murmurs of prayer, and the soft light filtering through the stained glass windows all serve to soothe my soul. I feel a sense of belonging, a connection to something greater than myself, to a community of believers who have also found peace in this sacred space. As I lift my eyes to the altar, I see the symbols of faith, the cross, the candles, the bread and wine, and I am reminded of the promise of redemption. So here in the sanctuary's heart, my spirit finds its way to rise like the morning sun heralding a new day. It feels kind of weird to describe, but it's like when you work on a project for so long and you finally finish it and you're just like, well, what do I do now? And I'm just like, I sat in my living room with my mom and I cried. Because it was just like I had been trying to find a way to get it out for so long, and I finally finished it, and I was like, this is what needed to happen. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to know your limits and know that not everything has to be done at once. Not everything needs to be accomplished. Like, you don't have to give yourself a deadline to do certain things. And it's okay to ask for opinions. A lot of people thrive off of constructive criticism, and I'm one of them, that it's like, I want to know other people's opinions because they're not going to see it the same way I do. So it's like, it's good to have feedback from other people.